Hey, buddy, watch this.
Hello, hello, Regis Kilbin is the name and Hearthstone is the game, and this is the Advice Arena where I give you advice on playing in Arena, and this time around I'll be playing Paladin. So let's go ahead and jump into the draft as it was recorded live on my Twitch stream. Let's go ahead and jump into this Arena run. As I mentioned, I did accidentally pick Bookworm. I was just setting up the stream and misclicked. There were better picks. I actually could have had a second-rate Bruiser or a Sunwalker, both of which I would have preferred to have over Bookworm because it's just a little bit too synergy-based. So that was my mistake. First off, I hated to start the draft early, but I did want to pick Paladin, so I had it ready to go, setting up Hearth Arena, and then misclicked. But it's not the worst thing ever. It's perhaps we'll get a dragon, and it will be amazing, and we'll be redeemed. But as far as this pick is concerned, I just can't get in line with him. It's so risky. Yashiraj is actually fairly slow in my mind, but good enough to pick nonetheless. It can be a pretty big top deck in the late game because it can pull out taunts and do cool stuff. So Yashiraj feels pretty good for a second card here. I think Volatile Elemental is going to... Oh, cool. Hearth Arena wants to stick Firefly. I don't know if I like that as much. Because we don't know what our deck's going to be yet. Like, if we're super aggressive, I guess I like it. If we get elemental synergies, I guess I like it. But this card ends up trading sometimes in a really frustrating way. I'll take the advice, though. I'm going to stick to Hearth Arena most of the time. Unless I feel really, really motivated to go against it. And I don't feel that compelled. So, sure, let's grab the Firefly. I know it has worked... Oh, Primordial Drake all the way here. Even though I like Charged Devilsaur a lot as a card. It's just so good in Arena at trading into minions. Primordial Drake's just ridiculous. AoE is always king in Arena, so that's going to take the prize. Regis gets the computer, Warshak is on the phone. I can dig it, dude. That's nice. Sounds like you gave me the slight bonus there, which is much appreciated. How do you activate League of Explorers advice in Arena? I'm not sure exactly what that means, but... Hey, Regis, do you ever do battles with people on your friends list? Yeah, I do, as long as it's not on stream. I don't do it on stream because a lot of people don't like to watch that. But if you find me off stream and online, I'm happy to accept. Often without or with the challenge quest in either case. Looks like Dinosize is taking the cake here. I like Bittertide Hydra a lot, too. Some people think it's risky, but I've always found a lot of success with it. But Dinosize with your hero power just always gives you a pretty cool combo. I think Daring Reporter is my pick here. Lost in the Jungle. I love it. Wow. I think this has to be better, but Hearth Arena is suggesting Lost in the Jungle. Our deck right now is so late game already that I'm scared if we start kind of mixing in all these one-drops, it's going to be risky, but I guess we'll try it. It's not like it's going to nerf Yashiraj, right, because it's a spell, which is nice. Sure, let's do it. Let's do it. I mean, getting stats out early on the board is obviously a successful thing to do. We got to pick Steward now. I mean, we've got some synergies built in. Plus, I think it's probably just the best card, although Spiked Hog Rider has found a lot of success for me in the past, too. But I like Steward of Darkshire. So, guys, as far as comments are concerned, a lot of comments rolling through. I'm not going to be able to respond to everybody. Don't feel bad if I miss you. I'm going to try my best to pick out some comments here and there. If you got something really important, feel free to say it a couple times and make it more likely that I spot it. But is that an add-on you're using for making your Arena deck? Yeah, it's called the Hearth Arena Companion app. It does some cool stuff. I think anybody that is trying to get better at Arena should certainly install it. Even if you don't take the advice of the picks all the time, it's still the kind of thing that can just give you some insights and help you make decisions and help you learn a little bit, which is really good. I just saw the stream and I just joined the stream and saw Yashiraj. Why don't my arenas look like that? I don't know that he's that good. So, I mean, he's certainly good. But, hey, how's it going? Says the Heartless Soul 666. It's going pretty well. How about yourself, good sir? Looks like Twitch chat has found the Ultrasaur command. That's pretty funny. Could you bless my packs? I have terrible pack luck. Sure thing, we check. Your packs have hereby been blessed, good sir. Oh my god, guys. I put the Ultrasaur command in there because Twitch chat demanded it so consistently, but be careful spamming it, please. I don't want it to be constant always. Cherish the moments you have with Ultrasaur. Don't go crazy blowing them up. So here, Firebloom Phoenix, pretty easy choice. These are both fine cards as far as to your score is concerned, but the swing potential on that thing is just absolutely nuts. Consecration's the pick here. Man, that's closer than I thought it would be, honestly. But again, AoE is just so good in Arena, especially when you have multiple things that can kind of combo with it, like Firebloom Phoenix, smaller minions to help chip off health totals, even Primordial Drake to finish people off over multiple turns. Charged Devilsaur is probably my pick here. It's just really good, as I mentioned before. Trades into Boulder Fist Ogre nicely. Ancient of Blossoms I like. These two are just awful, of course. You don't get any spell damage advantages almost ever. I mean, there's a chance you could with Consecration. Super unlikely. This guy dies for free and doesn't accomplish anything on the board. So Ancient Blossoms, although not the most amazing Thunder Lizard, here's the pick. These are just god-awful again. Like, there's no choice. And thankfully, we do have some pretty consistent elementals to make that work. So it might even be... Oh, Servant Calabos is going to look good, too, with all these elementals. I don't know. I kind of want to go all in on the elemental train now. Like, Spiked Hog Rider's good. Bomb Squad is good because they're both kind of instant 5 damage from time to time. But I sort of want to lean into this. Man, should I? I think I'm going to lean into it. I mean, it's a 4-5 anyway. It's not like the stats are that bad. The problem, of course, is it's not really board-centric. It's value-centric and card advantage-centric, which isn't usually a big advantage in Arena. I guess I can't do it. I guess I got to go with the Spiked Hog Rider here. I'm sorry, guys. If we get more elementals, I'm going to be sad. Equality is great. Pretty easy pick here. Ivory Knight, heals are good, but the body's just not enough for a 6-drop. You want to be able to contest more. I think Tar Creeper here looks great. As you can see there, pretty weak cards. Yo, Regis, what do you think about the new Freeze Mage? It's cool. I like Freeze Mage fine. It's sometimes frustrating to play against, but you know how it is. So came here and the second message was about Ultrasaurs. Yeah, guys, everybody gets like one Ultrasaur command and that's it. That's it. Like, that's all you get, right? You play on the U.S. server, says Link Fighter. Indeed, I do. Huh, how did you get those scores below the cards? That's the Hearth Arena Companion app, as I mentioned. It's certainly worth a download if you're looking to get a little bit better at Arena. Hey, man, just want to say that I love your streams. Love watching. Thanks, dude. Thanks for the kind words. That means a lot. Everybody's always so nice and so friendly. And I'm already motivated, but those kinds of things certainly help me stay even more motivated in the future. Marinko27's looking for a pack blessing. Sure thing, man. Your packs have hereby been blessed. Frankly, why don't we just go ahead and get the whole stream? Everybody here, as far as I'm concerned, your packs have hereby been blessed. Use it wisely. Use it carefully. But good luck. Go out there and open some shiny new oranges. Hey, Bruno Calazans. Happy to have you back as always, man. Mantastic asks, does he play other than Hearthstone, Regis? Are you asking if I play other games in Hearthstone? In fact, I do, and we're going to play one today as soon as we finish this arena run, assuming that I have time. Going to play a different game. So again, Fire Plume Phoenix is amazing. Can't go wrong there. I guess Chill and Yeti. We got some dragon synergy a little bit with 2 dragons, but I think it's just so hard to pull that kind of thing off. And Chill and Yeti's a fine, solid body. It's okay. Festataurin looks like the pick here for me. But I see why Hearth Arena is giving Bilefin the advantage just because we're pretty light on 2-drops. It's a game called Animation Throwdown. It's a new card game that includes like a bunch of cartoon characters. I'll cover it when we get there if we have time, but it looks pretty cool so far. Balefin Titan is a good card in general. I like it. Volcanosaur looks like the pick for me here. Although Life Use Stegodon certainly has some synergies with Lost in the Jungle. I think this one's just going to be more consistent overall. Glacial Shard, I think I like. I don't think I can give the advantage to Ancient Blossoms here. Hearth Arena's proposing that because Glacial Shard's a 1-drop and our deck is skewing pretty late game, that it's going to make us a little bit too inconsistent. I guess I can buy into that logic. I just like the tempo it provides, right? Freezing out an opponent can just provide you with so much advantage. I just don't know that Ancient Blossoms ever feels great. But I guess if we are able to stabilize a taunt, Dinosize it, play a charged Devilsaur behind it, just get some minions out, we can win. Plus, all of these do make Yashiraj better. Because sometimes there's points where you play Yashiraj in Arena, it doesn't do anything, your opponent can ignore it, just hit you in the face. But if it actually pulls a taunt for you, that can be a pretty big swing. So I'm kind of buying into that story now. Ugh, this is a bad set of choices because Gurubashi Berserker ultimately is going to be hard for us to manipulate. As Hearth Arena correctly points out, yes, Fire Plume Phoenix could activate it, but that never is going to feel that great. Dinosize would be pretty cool with it, I guess, but it wouldn't necessarily be any better than other minions. It's still just a 5-drop at least, which we have a little bit of a gap here. I think these two are both okay, but we don't have enough spells for Mana Worm, so we're going to take our third Ancient of Blossoms. Crazy. Stubborn Gastropod's going to be the pick here. Just a really frustrating minion to deal with, and a 2-drop, which I think we still need a couple of. Sword of Justice for sure. These two are just way too inconsistent. And this guy's going to be great with stuff like Firefly, Lost in the Jungle. We have some really cool synergies in the early game that could make that card insanely good. I think I like Divine Strength here, yeah. Again, really good with a lot of the smaller minions we have. Just flexible for our mana cost as well. Oh my god, Blaze Caller, right? Like, don't we have to do it? Can we really do Lay on Hands? Like, we have enough elementals. I feel like Blaze Caller is actually something that we can activate. JM4004 says, feeling terribly sick today and I stayed home from school, so I'm able to watch the stream, basically. That's awesome, man. Hello, Regis. I just came here to tell you that I'd like to watch your stream, but I cannot sacrifice any more sleep at this moment. No worries, dude. Of course. Get some sleep, get some rest, dude. Come back stronger next time. We'll still be here. Can I add you to my friends list? Regis asks Anonymous. Unfortunately not. My friends list is full. Otherwise, I'd be happy to accept some people. Good channel, great content. Keep up the great work, says iClash Gaming. Thanks so much, dude. That's a really kind thing for you to say. Really do appreciate it. Papa Gianni says, hi Regis, which deck is better between Miracle Rogue, Miracle Priest, and Control Pally to climb the ladder? I think Paladin's probably your best bet at this point, although all three can probably do some work. I think Miracle Rogue has fallen off just a little bit. So guys, how many elementals do I have, right? Firefly, Tar Creeper, Fire Plume Phoenix times 2. Like, can't we surely make this work, and won't it be amazing when it happens? Do we really need heal and card draw? Like, our curve is pretty consistent. I don't think card draw is going to be vital to us. I mean, we don't have any other card draw, I guess. But I feel like we have to go for the golden Blaze Caller. Like, it's golden, too. Isn't that like a bonus? Surely that counts extra. I gotta do it. I guess Silver Moon Portal here. But these are just a lot of middling, kind of average cards in this deck so far, which I don't like. But these buffs are going to work pretty well with our small stuff. Crusher or Kodo both seem okay. I'm almost leaning towards the Crusher, but we have too many 6-drops, I think, and we need some 5-drops. I'd normally take this just on raw value, but I think for curve considerations, and, I mean, Kodo's a great minion anyway. There's so many targets it can hit. I think we'll have to go with the Kodo here. And then down to the final pick, Doppelgangster. It's not great, but I like it okay. These are just too low cost for what our deck does, I think. We gotta win some. We gotta swing in the mid game with stuff like Fire Plume Phoenix, Consecration, pull ahead in the late game with some giant plays. So Doppelgangster doesn't really fit that mentality, but these certainly don't. They actually kind of go counter towards it. So Doppelgangster for what is ultimately an insanely smooth curve. That's just a ridiculous curve. So let's check and see here what our score is on Hearth Arena. A 70.2, which I'm told is actually pretty solid. I'm told that's a decent score, based on what I hear from Twitch chat from time to time. So maybe we'll have some luck. Let's just go ahead and see by jumping into some games. God, you guys love Ultrasaur. Perfect, I'm looking to have an arena run too, says Solaris46. Great for inspiration to watch this. Hopefully we play pretty well. You guys are enjoying the Ultrasaur command. Twitch chat, I did it for you. I wrote it 5 minutes before the stream, so hopefully there's no typos. But I thought I'd make some Ultrasaur copy pasta, basically, for you. Thought I'd turn some Ultrasaur copy pasta, send it your way. Happy to see you streaming. I can actually watch you on here at work, says Joey Link Master. Thanks, man. Happy you can watch. Hi, Regis. Can you give me some tips on how to improve my elemental? Shaman, says Gados MLDC. That's probably a hard challenge, actually. The deck isn't quite as good as people thought it might have been at the very beginning of the Grow experience. But, I mean, if I was going to say anything, I'd say actually maybe move it away from more aggressive to mid-range and a little bit more towards control. I think that's a kind of an experiment even I've wanted to try, is more of a control-style Elemental Shaman, because Control Shaman is certainly finding some success on the ladder, and I think there's a good chance that it could still fit in an elemental environment as well. So, of course, we're going to get some Ancient Blossoms because we have like a bajillion of them. Hey Regis, how long have you been playing Hearthstone? Almost exactly 3 years at this point. I started in Season 2, which was a long time ago. I think it was May of 2014, so almost 3 years ago. I think I started near the end of the month. Wait, Regis, don't you stream on Twitch? I'm the Register on Battle.net. Indeed, I do stream on Twitch. Indeed, I do. Love your content. I always watch your Witch to Craft and follow it. Any new tips? One was actually just posted for rare cards. If you're somebody who finds a need to craft rare cards, you should go check out the latest video. This hand is just incredibly awkward. Man, really, really awkward. This kind of dies for free, but at least he can't heal his minion back up. Maybe we can just hero power again next turn and get a value trade. Well, not really a value trade. It's 4 mana. Starting that if that gets Cabal Talon Priest, I don't know how we even get back in this game. Maybe Equality Consecration. Curious Glimmerroot. That doesn't help me. I mean, Steward of Darkshire doesn't accomplish anything. If I top deck Lost in the Jungle, maybe I'm in a good spot. Divine Strength doesn't really help. Sword of Justice would be pretty good to top deck too, I guess. But my hand is just very awkward against what this is trying to accomplish. Even a 4-drop could be good. Like Fireplume Phoenix would actually be decent. There's a couple good draws here. Blazecaller not being one of them. I think I have to play this just to die. It's obviously dead, but we can coin out the Doppelgangster the following turn and maybe set up some good trades in the future. Regis, did you enjoy the Warcraft movie? What an awesome question. Yeah, I actually did enjoy it quite a bit. It got some hate, I know, but I thought it was fun. I think some people went in expecting too much. But ultimately, I liked it quite a bit. I didn't see any major flaw. I mean, the story wasn't perfect, but still, it worked for me. I mean, just great action, great, some comedy and stuff. Incredible graphics, of course. Like, seeing the Warcraft lore and universe realized was amazing. Oh my gosh. This is a jerk. This guy is a jerk. I think I have to equality this. Like, where is my consecration? It would be brutally good. But if I could quality the Nesting Rock, at least I can kill it and start to pick away at this stuff. Otherwise, what do I do with my mana, right? I can't just play Bilefin Tidehunter. I think this is really the only way I catch up. As much as it sucks, like, I just think it's the only way I actually do anything. Why did that have 5 attack, by the way? Did I miss a turn? I wasn't really watching that closely. How did that get to 5 attack? That Curious Glimmerroot?
The greatest virtue is patience.
I hope he can't do anything with that. That's going to be terrifying. Alright, we might be able to stabilize here. I mean, we got some good cards incoming. Oh yeah, we got some really good cards incoming. 3 Ancient of Blossoms in a row. How can anybody beat that? Hey Regis, I watched your videos till 2 weeks ago, and I wanted to know if you could do experiments for newbies. Well, hopefully all of them are still kind of helpful. Oh my god! No way, dude! That's so good! That's so good! Oh, man. This game, like, I'm doing everything I can to stabilize, but this guy is doing crazy stuff. We gotta set this plan in action at some point, but Primordial Drake, I'm kind of hoping I can chip away these things enough. Like, we might end up accidentally summoning a 5/5 here, but if he goes pretty wide on the board here, Primordial Drake could blow him up next turn. If not, Charged Devilsaur is also an option, so we'll see. Oh, you're streaming, says Malchus. Yeah, Malchus, you were sending some messages to the stream there. You're a little bit famous. What do you know? How do you get Hearth Arena to recommend all the cards? Won't work for me. I don't really do anything special. I just load it up. I'm not sure. Maybe just play around with it, tinker with it. Maybe you need to log in. I'm not really sure. Hey, it's Joe Legends. How's it going? Pirate Horn says, hi, Regis. I love your YouTube, and this is the first stream I've watched. Well, thanks for the kind words and welcome. I hope you have some fun here. Ugh. I might just go ahead and Devil Swords. Oh man, nothing here feels very good though. Like Primordial Drake pops the Divine Shield and kills this, but it unleashes a 5/5 and leaves this alive, which doesn't feel good. I can at least trade and Devil Sword, but that gives this an 8 damage value. This goes to a 3/3, which contests some stuff. This dies at least. I don't know. And this goes to a 3 health minion too. I guess I like this better because hopefully I can clean up this junk with Primordial Drake in the future. I could try to play Tar Creeper and a Blaze Caller at some point, but I don't have anything to combo with this. Dinosize doesn't actually do much because it's just running into a 4/5 Divine Shield here, which sucks. I don't love this play, obviously. It doesn't feel very good. But this probably trades this way. This trades this way. It leaves him with a 1/1. He might pop it out. He might not. If he decides not to trade or heal up, like he can heal this up to go to 1 health and trade here. Or he can just clear my board with Shadow Madness. That is a good play. Wow. We're getting destroyed by this right now. Jeez. Oh my god, and the full heals too to play around Primordial Drake. What? Oh my god, this guy has lined up everything perfectly so far. Next turn I can either Blaze Caller, Gastropod, or maybe Primordial Drake Gastropod, just depending on what I need. I think most of my stuff's going to die here. Actually, he doesn't have enough damage on board to get through both taunts. He only has 8, 11, 12, and we have 13 health, so he'll need something a little bit extra. You didn't see that this guy had Malchezaar? Oh, does he have Malchezaar? That explains the increase in legendaries. That would do it. Seems like he's 5 cards ahead, so that makes sense too. Black Wolf, oh, I'm way off on chat here. Let me scroll ahead some, guys. Sorry. Is this guy's deck hacked from Constructed? God. Ugh.
I must consider.
Oh, that was a Silver Moon Portal that buffed the Glimmerroot. I see. Yeah, guys, I don't mind the Ultrasaur. I gave it to you, but just keep it in check. It's really long, so I don't want you spamming it too much. Like, once or twice, just to get it out of your system. Maybe wait an hour, do it again. Like, don't do it like 5 times in a row. That's not what I'm trying to accomplish here. He silenced his Earthen Ring. Why didn't he silence this one? How good would that have been? My goodness. Now that would have been a play. I think I'm just going to go ahead and Faceless Destroy the Primalist here. Can't really trade into much else. I can maybe Divine Strike this and play a Gastropod. Primordial Drake does nothing. I don't think the Umbra is going to get him a lot of value. I think the 5 damage is actually more concerning to me than the Umbra. Like, he could play another Death Rattle, but I really need to make sure I stay alive instead of worrying about that. So, he hasn't done it yet, so I mean, unless he like top decks one, I don't think it's likely he's going to do it again. We'll kill this one, obviously, too, because he can heal it, so it's the better target here to kill, clearly. And I'll go ahead and buff this guy up, too. Going to 6 doesn't help a ton, because this can do 6.
Golden legendary!
Just want to say thank you. I just started playing Hearthstone since October and I have to say it's very fun. I came across you on YouTube and learned so much since then. So here's a small thanks. Love the beard.
Thanks, Lando909, man. First off, thank you for the kind words, and of course also thank you for the donation, dude. That's so nice. I'm happy to know that I can help at least a little bit with your Hearthstone journey thus far, man. Hopefully you keep getting a little better. Dev says that noise is loud. Yeah, I keep meaning to turn it down a little bit. I've heard that before. I don't mean to startle you guys. It is something certainly to be called out, though. So I want it to have some sort of significance, but I don't want it to blast people's eardrums either. So I got to be careful. Hey Regis, can you play some Miracle Priest at some point? Oh my God! No! No! Stop it! I have to Primordial Drake here. It's going to unleash this guy, but I'm dead if I don't, right? Because I can't kill this otherwise. Yasharaj has a chance to get me a taunt, but it's not guaranteed, so... Well, this is going to kill off my stupid Blaze Caller, though, because I buffed this and he stole it with Mind Control. Man, this... I might just be dead, right? I don't know. Probably not, but close. He's 8. This does 8. That goes to 1. He can heal it to 3. I don't really have a way to kill it. He's got initiative on the board. I don't know how I win here. Maybe Yashiraj into... I don't have any taunts left. Consecration's actually looking like it could line up fairly well, but I don't even know if that's going to be enough. Yeah, guys, as far as cheap decks are concerned, Mid-Range Hunter seems to be the go-to choice these days for cheap stuff that's still very competitively viable. So I'd give that a shot if you're looking to build a pretty cheap deck. Regis, can you please play Ocean Man? I don't know what that means. Is Ocean some sort of Murloc reference? Yeah, there's just no way to win here. I can't clear the board. I'll play Yashiraj for fun because we're just dead. We can spike Hog Rider, trade something, but we're just too much damage on board. We can't get around it all. This guy's deck was actually nuts, and I don't say that as an excuse for losing. Just out of respect, it was crazy cool to watch. Like, he hit that insane Shadow Madness. He hit the crazy Umbra, which we're still dealing with it. This Faceless Destroyer is still from that play. Like, we could never get over the hump on that because it was just so good. Good on him. That was awesome to watch. I mean, our deck's good. I think we're gonna win some games still, but that was a sight to behold. That was awesome. Did you get your new PC yet? Asked Duzd420. Indeed, I did get my new PC, and it's awesome so far. It has actually improved my efficiency for making videos and streaming like tenfold already. Like, it's crazy how much better it is. And I didn't even have a bad PC, frankly, in the past, but I just got this Boss processor that's can do so many things at once, and it's crazy. If you're curious, actually, about my PC, you can see the specs below my Twitch stream right now. Go, just look below the Twitch stream. There's in the About Me section, I've got all my parts listed for this new build. I've had it for a few days now, and it's just outstanding in every way. It's incredible. Particularly, I think it's the processor that is the biggest change for me. I had more of a, you know, what was probably a probably mid-tier processor that's now like almost 2 years old, and now that I've got like a bleeding edge processor that's current. What is Ocean Man? I don't know what that is, guys. I guess I am missing the memes. I don't know. I do know these 0-3 police are coming for me. I know that. That's been clarified in chat already. This is just not good. I mean, it trades even, but it's not going to give us any extra value or anything. And his minion gave him value, presumably. So, and we don't even have a 3-drop, so it's just very awkward. Oh, wow. Well, that helps a little bit. I can't think of any reason to trade that for. Like, I might force him to do it and get some free damage. There might be something that punishes that line, like an AoE or a... That doesn't punish, but that's cool that he already hit the buff on that. That's a really good 3-drop now. It's a pretty average 3-drop typically before that. He basically got a 4-mana minion there for 3. Yeah, okay. I'll just go ahead and pop this shield and set up a pretty decent trade. Google play Ocean Man. I guess I will. I'm not going to play it on stream, but I guess I will. Regis, do you think there's an aggro budget deck that can take you to Legend? Mid-Range Hunter is the closest thing, I think, still. Deadly Shot the Chillwind Yeti. I don't mind. We got a Yashiraj. We got a lot of big taunts. Play on curve here. It's no big deal. Mid-Range Hunter's the closest thing. It's not exactly aggro, but it's close. I mean, depends on your budget definition. There might be some other options. Frankly, my Face Hunter deck I've been playing on stream the last couple days is actually seems almost legend worthy. I've been flying up and haven't hit a wall yet, and I'm at rank 7. I'm going to continue trying that throughout the course of the week to see just how far I think it can go. Oh man, that is not your favorite Stubborn Gastropod ever, I think. I think that's a pretty rough Stubborn Gastropod. I mean, what are we going to get here? Freezing Trap? Snipe, maybe? Looks like explosive or cat trick. I don't ever have to cast a spell, frankly. I don't. Well, that needs to die. Do not have a good play here. Man. Could equality it, but I don't think I need to just yet. I think I can kind of just go for this line right now.
Aha!
Guess we'll play into Unleash a little bit, but we have Equality Consecration, so if this does get, like, particularly out of hand... Oh, I probably should have attacked first, but I'm not going to attack at all. I don't actually want this to go to 6 either, so... Just in case it's explosive, of course, we don't want to pop that. Rather keep this health total high. We're not looking for face damage just yet. Really nice stream. Looking forward to see a lot of content from your channel, says Andre. Thanks so much, dude. Always more videos on the way, trust me. Always more videos on the way. No way he's going to hit the gastropod with... Okay. Well, we can just test here for freezing first. Not freezing. We'll kill this here. I'm actually going to play Primordial Drake, so I'll just go ahead and test for Explosive Trap. Because these are going to die anyway, right? So there's no advantage, and that's going to die anyway. So just freeze it or misdirect, fine too, whatever. That's all fine. It's not the best Primordial Drake, but it's just such a good stabilization when his hand is this empty, I think, that it doesn't matter. I think we just want to... We didn't have anything else really good to play. Like, this was a waste of a combo. Thunder Lizard doesn't do much. It's just good to get those things out of there. This is actually a pretty solid Consecration, believe it or not. But let's do Hydrologist first to see what we get. I actually think Redemption's going to be better than Repentance here. We have, like, Equality Consecration if he does play something with, like, a bajillion health, but... bringing back a minion just gets more stats on the board. I know this is just a 3/3 no adapt buff, but it's fine. It's just stats. Do you think Quest Rogue will ever be needed? Are you asking if it will ever be nerfed? I don't... Oh, yeah, you are. Okay. I don't think it'll ever be nerfed. No, I don't... It's really unfortunate to play against it. It really sucks sometimes to play against it, but at the end of the day, play around Explosive Trap here. I just don't think it's good enough. I don't think it's just powerful enough in the average Hearthstone player's hands that it's the kind of thing that Blizzard thinks it's dangerous for the game. Which, I mean, it's unfortunate because it's still unhealthy and unfun to me, but it doesn't make it overpowered necessarily in and of itself. Oh, I love people finding the Ultrasaur spam. I hope you guys like my well-written Ultrasaur. Man, Yashiraj, look at this. Yeah, well played. Great. What does Twitch Prime even do? I have gotten no benefits so far. It gives you 1 free subscription a month if you're on the Amazon Prime, Twitch Prime thing. And you get like some free in-game stuff sometimes. They'll send you like loot for games or free games. There's not a ton of benefits that are clear to me, but I have Amazon Prime anyway, so it's kind of free, so it's like a nice little bonus. Dark Pentagram X says, oh my god, all my favorite streamers are online. I don't know who to watch. I could make a suggestion. Savitz. I don't know if Savitz is online or not, but that's who I'd suggest. Or Tice if they're online. If he's online. But Regis, will you stream tomorrow? I actually will, Bruno. I'll be back tomorrow, man. Omnom20 says, I just bought the welcome bundle on my alt account and I got 2 legendaries in 1 pack. Don't you hate when you start like an alt account and it gives you the most ridiculous results ever, but on your main account you can't get any good luck? Coxfox says, greetings from Germany. Keep up the good stuff. It's really fun to watch your videos and streams. Oh, thanks so much, man. Really appreciate all the kindness you guys always send my way, particularly in regards to the beard, which I'm quite proud of. I missed some follows here on Twitch. I am Mauser, Bose Ball, and Mr. Indirect, guys. Thanks for the follows. Really do appreciate it. Yo, Regis. Yo, right back at you, Yoga. Biofen's fine. We'll play the Gashpot too. We have a pretty solid curve here in time to find a 5-drop, so this will make a nice little value trade. Perhaps trade into his 2-drop with the Biofan. Might force the hero power, which puts us even farther ahead, because then Stubborn Gastropod can dictate the pace, and he won't be able to play a good 3-drop. Like, he's just going to be playing against our stuff. There's our 5-drop, too. So we're looking really smooth here. Perfect curve thus far for coin. So now he can't play a good 3-drop because he's scared of this trade. Yeah, that's actually a pretty good thing to play against it, except that he's not going to be able to kill the Gastropod as long as I don't attack. Well, I can attack and kill it and still have a Gastropod. It's bad against Mortal Coil specifically, but I guess we can play around Mortal Coil a little bit. Oh, now that's a spicy play. I like that a little better. I think that means I have to actually force trade here to preserve this minion. That's an interesting play. Like, he wasted a pretty resourceful card, but he got some value out of it because, you know, I couldn't leave that alive because then it killed my Gastropod. And at the end of the day, the Gastropod trading into a 4-drop is such an upswing kind of play. Still, it killed a 4-drop, right? In tempo. It did kill a 4-drop in cards, but it killed a 4-drop in tempo because he used a card that really didn't give him anything back. Because it didn't get a buff, right? It just dealt the damage. And he had to tap. So, yeah, he got some card advantage, but he sacrificed a ton of tempo in the process. Simply because of that Gastropod. A super high friction card. Just Popes says, how many viewers does Regis need before he gets a sub button? I don't know the answer to that, really, but I'm not too worried about it yet. You pronounced my name wrong, says Bozeball. Is it baseball? Baseball? Crazed Cheese says, hey Regis, I've noticed that you use minimal profanity in your videos, unlike other Hearthstone streamers. Is there a specific reason why? I'm not judging, just wondering. I love your content. No real specific reason why. I just want this stream to be as accessible to as many people as possible. I don't really think curse words is necessary to get your point across. I mean, I'm not immune to cursing in frustrating moments and so on and so forth. It's not like it's a policy of my life or anything. That's certainly not the case. I just think particularly on stream it makes it more accessible to more people, and there's really no reason to do it, so why bother, right? In fact, actually, some people have commented in the past that it's hilarious to see me try not to cuss, because there's obviously some moments where I feel like cussing and I tried not to, so it's we kind of have to Boost ball is how it's pronounced. Like caboose, but without the ka. So boost ball. Man, we get some good trades here. Jeez Louise. I guess we just Silver Moon Portal Steward too. Oh, I actually should have played this first, because there was a chance this came out as a 1-health minion. We might have cost ourselves a Divine Shield there. You know, Loot Hoarder, for instance, something of the sort. We could have got a Divine Shielded minion if we had played this correctly, but we whiffed on it. So this should be lethal, probably. You might be able to clear Twisting Nether or whatever. There's obviously 1,000 ways you can clear, but that play's not going to be strong enough, though. This is 10, so we'll just go face. He'll never be able to life tap again. Don't have to play everything. We can save a couple things here. So, you gotta clear my board. And probably develop something, which I don't know that he can. I don't know that he can do either. What can he possibly do? I mean, Hellfire kills him. Like, Shadow Flame doesn't do enough. Twisting Nether obviously accomplishes something. Primordial Drake might be enough, actually. No, it's not enough. Oh, yeah, it is. This is only a 3-attack minion. Oh, shoot. So we're close. We'll go ahead and kill it. Just play Doppelgangster. Does this mana matter? 6, 8, 9. No, it doesn't matter. We can go ahead and trade. I guess we'll play it all. Save 1 elemental for future elemental synergy stuff. Play Yasharaj if he clears the board with, like, Twisting Nether, Hellfire, or whatever. He just used Primordial Drake, so... Let's see what he can do. He can't tap again, but... If Blizzard wanted to nerf Quest Rogue, couldn't they make Mimic Pod cost 4 mana? That's probably an okay suggestion, but I think that might hurt the card outside of Quest Rogue, which would be sad. I did actually make a video a while ago at this point, probably almost a month ago now, where I proposed some nerfs to Quest Rogue. So check that out on my YouTube channel if you're curious.
The battle.
There we go. More Ultrasaur emotes. Love it, guys. Hey, Regis, how old are you? I'm in my very, very late 20s, but not for long. In fact, my birthday is this month, and I will no longer be in my late 20s. So I'll let you figure that out. Hey, Regis, why don't you use Lady Liadrin? I always just use the basic heroes. I'm not opposed to the other ones or anything necessarily. I just never go to the trouble of switching it over. And I do think for, like, beginners, perhaps occasionally when I'm making videos and stuff for new players, it might be a little bit more consistent of an experience if they don't really know what the new hero portraits or alternate hero portraits look like. So that's probably the most legitimate excuse I can make, but honestly it's just because I don't care that much. And I kind of just like the standard ones. I especially haven't bought any other ones. If I ever was going to use one, it would be Magni, the alternate warrior portrait, but I don't want to buy it. I think it costs money, so that's the main reason there. Blue Flames says, sorry for asking again, but can you do an experiment for new players? I don't know exactly what that means. You mean like with basic cards only? That's actually a pretty good idea. So you're suggesting do an experiment where I only use basic cards and build a deck and see what kind of deck I can build. It's not a bad idea, Blue Flames. If that is exactly what you mean, if not, let me know what you mean. But I like your line of thinking at the very least. Regis, are you Canadian? No, good old US of A, man. Can't you tell from the beautiful beard? No Canadian could grow a beard like this. Don't be silly. I'm just kidding. I'm sure lots of Canadians could grow beautiful beards like this. We'll go ahead and do the Gastropod now. Load up the Sword of Justice on 3. And oh, actually, maybe I should have went for the Firefly into the Thunder Lizard. I was so settled on the Sword of Justice that I didn't even see the Elemental play here. Might have done that wrong. We'll still go this line. It's fine still. I'm going to use that charge on that just in case he has like Elven Archer or something. If I trade in the Gastropod, I don't want it to die for free. It probably dies to Consecration anyway, but that's fine. So this turn we can Steward of Darkshire and Firefly.
That was a mistake. That was a mistake.
Did he not mean to hero power maybe? I'm not sure what he means that was a mistake. So I know that there's no immediate synergies here, but I'm just developing minions at this point, right? Still gonna do the same thing as before. Yeah, because I don't care about Consecration now. Because we have 2 other good minions out. We have 1 charge left, so we'll hit the Thunder Lizard with the charge. It's gonna be a 4/4 plus Adapt, which will be pretty sick. You just offended every Canadian. Yeah, I know. I was clearly joking. Canadians are awesome. Canada seems like a pretty incredible country, really, on average. I don't think you can go wrong with Canada. I guess a 3/6 is pretty good. 4/7. Never mind. Excuse me. So, I guess we can clear this board a little bit. Or completely. It's fine, too. At the end of the day, still a pretty good board we've summoned here. I hope that Steward lives. That'd be amazing, because we're going to get hero power value probably. Yeah, probably not next turn, but maybe eventually. What's your real name? My real name is Corey. People have known that in the past. Don't mind saying that. Alexander says, thank the Lord, I finally managed to be here when you stream. Hate the time difference. Sorry, man. I know I have a lot of European followers, and that's always a sad thing, but I'm happy you're here. Glad you could make it. Hey, Regis, what's your favorite movie? Man, like of all time? That's a tough one. This is also annoying. Jeez, like, why did you give that so much health, man? I'm gonna have to use the Steward, I think. Should I try to get value off it one last time, or just play the 6-drop? I think I can just play the 6-drop, it's fine. Favorite movie of all time? Man, I don't know. Probably like Iron Giant, the cartoon. I had to guess something. Oh my god, really? I gotta play this again just as a... Man, this is annoying. Just as a body, I know I don't get buffed, but we gotta kill this stuff. This guy's doing his best to hang in this game, and it's going pretty well for him. Like, it's going surprisingly well. Corey in the house. Hey, will you ever try a wild deck experiment, says Parsapanda. I'm not opposed to it. My only problem is that I'm just not educated enough currently in wild format to really give it a go. Does that make sense? Like, I don't like to do videos unless I know I'm going to be able to make something good and be intelligent enough to, you know, properly describe it and stuff. And I'm not sure I'm in that place yet for wild, so... I think this has to be just a Dinosize on the Silverhand Recruit, right? Just trade, Dinosize. This goes to 1 health. He has not shown a consecration yet. Certainly possible that he could, but we'd still have, you know, a number of minions remaining. Is there a better way to do it? I mean, we could charge Devilsaur it as well, but that takes the entire charge Devilsaur. We'd have to trade in another minion, so I think just Dinosize here feels okay. Do we actually have to kill it, though, or can I just go face for 17? Only thing we get super burned by is Equality Consecrate, but if he Equalities, it hits this too, so... I'm just gonna go face. Screw it, we don't have to trade. He has to almost full clear now to stay alive. We could pop an eye for an eye off this and win the game, put him at 1 or whatever. Yeah, see, I think this is going to work out nicely. Like, double Aldor Peacekeeper, maybe, or something, keeps him in the game? Oh my god, look at that. That's beautiful. That won't do the trick. That also won't do the trick, I don't think. No, we could just trade. Face for 10. GG.
The victory is yours.
Is Yogg pre-nerf still your favorite card of all time? Yeah, maybe. Yogg was so much fun. I mean, again, I don't think he was good for Hearthstone at that point. Like, he was really, really destructive in the competitive environment, but he was a lot of fun and great for a content creator like me. So probably still my favorite card, yeah. Hey, Regis, you watch indie TV shows? Yeah, I watch a lot of TV shows, man. If you've got some favorite TV shows, let me know what they are, and I'm sure I'll be happy to talk about them. The one show that everybody watches that I don't really like that much, surprisingly enough, it blows my mind too, is Game of Thrones. I just can't get that into Game of Thrones. It's just... I don't even know what it is or why. It just, every time, it falls flat for me. And I love, like, fantasy stuff. I like drama stuff like that. Something about it just doesn't stick for me. I liked, like, the first season, but it quickly fell off. I think there's just too many characters introduced and too many sideways plot lines. Just, it's so intricate that... I don't know that I have the attention span of somebody who's really, really busy all the time. I think I just get too caught up thinking about stuff, responding to comments, or, you know, whatever it is, and I just can't quite commit to it. So, this will probably just die to Fiery War Axe, which sucks, but I want to play on 2, and in case he gets something that's hard to kill, we can just curve out on 3 and 4. We'll draw onto something to play soon, too. Lindzki123 says, finally I'm around to watch one of your streams. Oh, thanks, man. Happy to have you here. Small001, I don't know why the quality would be any different. Maybe it's something on your end. Maybe it's on my end. I'm not really sure. Might be related to bitrate, because I don't know that each platform always has the same bitrate. Go ahead and get value out of this while I can. It's just a 2 for a 2. Not the best up in Gastropod, but still allows me to develop minions. So hopefully you play something with 3 or less health here. Or 4 health. I think it's fine to still do this and just set up the trade back. This will die to the trade if he decides to do it. Hopefully he plays like a, you know, taunt here that we can kill at 2 health. Ally Smith or something. Arcanite Reaper, on the other hand, is a pretty good answer. We do not have a good way to deal with that. I mean, Battlefield Tidehunter actually lines up really nicely against it with its taunt, I guess. We do not want to play Kodo out there, so we'll just Bilefin Hero Power. But that's a really scary tempo swing we just got. So, I mean, despite this board being really good against it, we're going to have to be careful here. We have an okay hand. We just need a big hit on Kodo, I think, to win the game here. Hey, Regis, do you watch anime? No, I really don't watch anime, and I kind of wish I did more. I just, again, it's one of those time things. The ones I have watched, I've enjoyed okay, so it's not like I'm not against anime at all. I just haven't watched that much. I'm just not that experienced in it. I think Kodo Trade is probably fine. We could Hog Rider, but we don't get quite as much. This is good enough value, I suspect, out of the Kodo. We'll leave the Taunt alive to deny the Arcanite Reaper, hopefully. What do you think about Spirit Echo Jade Shaman? I think Spirit Echo is a really cool card. I haven't seen a lot of that deck specifically, so I don't know exactly what that deck is doing, but I like Spirit Echo a lot. I think it's cool. I think it's underrated. What's your most memorable childhood game, Regis? Final Fantasy VIII, probably. It's my first Final Fantasy, and frankly, still my favorite to this day, probably. I just loved the style of it. I loved the gun blades. I loved the music. It was just incredible. It was like a change for me as far as first good game I'd ever really played, you know. It was great. So this definitely looks like a Hog Rider Hydrologist turn, just for mana concerns, but also because we get a really valuable trade here. How much damage is this? It's 6. I sacrifice the taunt here, but I clear his board, and then, you know, the Arcanite Reaper actually doesn't retain as much value anyway, because we've taken this down to 3 health, and this is 3 health, so it's like a Fiery War Axe at that point, right? I don't think we need minions back. Maybe we do. We're not going to get to double sack right now, so we're going to have some pretty good stuff out there, I guess, soon. So I think I actually like the Getaway Kodo here. We're getting to the point in the game where card advantage actually does matter a little bit in the late game. Regis, I hit Legend with Face Boop, my Hunter deck, dude. That's crazy news, Merc Gamer 317. That's awesome. I just made that deck literally in 3 minutes. I feel like people have just forgotten about Face Hunter. But clearly it's still got something in the tank. That is why Charged Devil's Sword is just so good. I mean, it's just great. Awesome card. Bruno says, Game of Thrones is my favorite TV show ever. You should keep watching. It gets better, and the number of characters will be smaller because a lot of them die. Yeah, I think I'm going to give it another go at some point when... I think we'll just Dinosize, Getaway Kodo, Stampeding Kodo. There's a good chance the Getaway Kodo will hit the Hydrologist, which isn't the best possible outcome here. I guess we could just Dinosize the Stampeding Kodo and trade this in. It's functionally the same. We lose the side minion either way. That makes the Getaway Kodo a lot more likely to be relevant. So let's just go ahead and do that. Because either of these would be pretty good targets to get back from the Getaway Kodo, I think. He's almost dead. Like, he's got to deal with both of these. Double Execute or something. Then we just play Yashiraj. Like, we're in a good spot. Are you a Kingdom Hearts fan? I somehow missed Kingdom Hearts. So, I guess no, but not by any, like, rhyme or reason. I just somehow just missed it. I don't know. That's actually enough to stop me right now. Because Primordial Drake kills this, so I can't, like, Primordial Drake off the shield and then trade. If this was 3 health, I could, but right now that's actually enough of a roadblock to hold me off here. Doppelgangster does not help either. Shoot. I guess we just Yashiraj, right? Like, he's not going to be able to make this thing kill me. This sucks. Like, he actually has... That's a pretty good play. There's no way around this, right? If I Primordial Drake, this dies. I can't trade it in first, because then I can't do enough damage to this. Yeah, I guess we'll just Yashiraj trade. It sucks, but what can I do? Hopefully this gets a taunt. That's not bad, honestly. That's not that bad. We gotta dodge a brawl, I suppose. We can reload pretty big, though, too. Merc Gamer says, oh my god, FF8 was my first and favorite Final Fantasy game, too. That's awesome, dude. We share a common interest, a common love. Wrath Yath says, finally caught your stream, love your content. Thanks, dude. That's really nice of you to say. Hey, Regis, what's up? Nice stream. Maybe background music will be nice. What's your favorite food? Yeah, I think I gotta stay away from the background music for now. I appreciate that suggestion, but I got a couple reasons in particular I don't really want to do that. But I do genuinely appreciate the feedback and suggestion. As far as my favorite food is concerned, like favorite kind of food, I guess probably like Chinese food, or Filipino food, weirdly enough, for some reasons. But as far as like favorite actual food item, that's hard to answer. I don't know. There's a lot of good stuff out there. Right, currently I'm not eating carbohydrates at all, so, or at least very low carbohydrate levels, so like a cheesecake right now would be my favorite food. Anything with carbs. Regis, what did you major in? I majored in psychology, and then in grad school, essentially what is industrial organizational psychology, which is like survey research and experimental methodology type stuff in a business environment, so it's really hard to explain, but it's not what I actually do for my career, regardless. Let's see. Hey, Regis, you have a big deck. No, I have the same size deck as everybody else. It's 30 cards. I had a deck at my childhood home. It was average size, though, I think, you know. Not a particularly big deck. Hi, Regis. God dang it. I can't answer more deck questions. What do you think about Dinosize in Arena? Is that good? It's been pretty good so far, I gotta be honest. I'm not hating it at this point. Let's go ahead and coin her out. We actually have a good turn 3 line with Hero Power, Flame Elemental. It's gonna be like Argent Squire, Flame Elemental. We're losing our Blaze Caller activator, but I think early tempo is always going to trump that. It's just so important. The problem, of course, is he had a really big hand buff, so we're going to be behind for a long time. That's a really good play, too. Jeez. Stubborn Gastropod doesn't actually help much because the Divine Shield this is going to get will prevent it from dying to Stubborn Gastropod. Still going to do it. Just to make it a little more awkward, maybe. Like, he's going to kill this either way, so... We could have traded instead of giving it the Divine Shield, but I'm kind of going for, like, the value line, right? We can Consecration, perhaps, to clean it off next turn with some other stuff, perhaps, if he goes for it. I said perhaps, like, 7 times in that sentence. Perhaps I shouldn't do that so much. It's 30 cards big. I'll let you measure a card and see how big a card is and do the math, man. Regis, I'm going to try Arena. It's my first time. Should I mostly go by Hearth Arena because I'm not sure what to pick? Definitely if it's your first time. I think that'll provide you with a lot of important insights. I think it'll make you much, much better. Not that you'd be bad necessarily now, but I just think it'll make you a considerably better Hearthstone player. I think we just play on curve here. He's got a nice trade lined up this way, but... we can, again, maybe clean up with Consecration, because that'll go to 1 health. Hopefully he, like, Hero Power plays a 2 health minion or something. Get the board back a little bit. Because I don't really have a good 5, but I do have a good 6. That denies the Consecration value. Could still almost line it up, but it's not really there. Instead, I think just Tar Creeper Gastropod for 5 is fine. Can trade here. Let him do the math on this. He's probably going to sacrifice the Defender into this one. Put this thing down to 1. If he wants to trade at all, he might just not trade. He might Consecrate himself, which would be a pretty sick play. But we do know that the card he's been holding on to is not a Consecration. It's a minion, so... that's actually a pretty sick play, too. We still don't have a good Consecration lined up, unfortunately. Ancient Blossoms is not terrible, though. I mean, both of these theoretically die trading in. So it gives him the board back, but essentially, eventually, we're going to catch up, I think. He's burning cards slightly quicker than we are, but I don't want to see a Stegodon. Spike Ridge Steed.
You gotta be kidding me!
Venture Co. Mercenary. I don't really want to see that either, but it's not absolutely terrible, I guess. Man, he's actually giving me an opportunity for Consecration value a little bit. We could trade into the 6 health guy, trade into this one. This goes down to a 3-4, contesting a 7-6, and I get to play Hydrologist and a Secret. I'm going to go ahead and do that, because it allows me to take a 6 attack guy off the board, basically, which I think is really important. Yeah, Noble Sack just to stall that thing out. It punishes him the longer it's alive, and since we can kind of stall it out and maybe set up a Hydrologist to kill it next turn, I think that'd be really beneficial. You should do a ramp control Druid experiment with lots of late game cards and Giant Anaconda and Bright-Eyed Scout. Oliver 8989 suggests. That's on the way, dude. Yeah, it's on my list. That's a really good suggestion and definitely something I'm thinking about too. Hey, Regis, you ever play Magic the Gathering? No, I've never played Magic. I got into Hearthstone really more through Warcraft, right? I played a lot of World of Warcraft, both back in the day and actually currently. But of course, just being involved in the lore and being interested in what the game had to offer is what got me into Hearthstone. I really want to just play this, but if I do develop the Fire Plume, I can use the Blaze Caller next turn. Is that just going to be widely better? I think it might be. It also actually keeps alive my 3/2. It's not fully efficient from a mana standpoint, but it clears this board completely, and which is important against Paladin, because cards like Blessing of Kings and Dinosized do exist, right? You don't want to give them instant activation. You want to be able to kill that stuff. Well, that's actually pretty threatening, but if he plays minions, it's going to hurt them too.
Reporting for duty.
I need him to play something with a significant amount of health, but the way this works out, I guess it's not going to help me. I guess I'm going to hit face with Blaze Caller at this point, because really the line here, of course, this does 1 health to everything, right? So we got to trade this way. It's going to die anyway, and then just trade this way to wipe his board. So, not a bad play to do 5 to health when he's getting kind of low, but of course you'd much prefer swing the board with the 5 damage on Blaze Caller. Thankfully, we do have a Yashiraj, so unless he has like exactly a quality consecration, we're going to just win this game outright. We may not even play it just to be safe and do like charge Devil Sword, trade, go face, and have 2 giant dudes out there. Yeah, I think this is fine. Just continue to resolve his board while developing ours, and we should be pretty much unbeatable. Yashiraj is a backup plan, never overcommit to the board, just in case. But I think we're in a good spot. Finally caught you live, says Humbler of Mortals. Well, thanks, man. I'm happy to have you here. Glad you can make it. Looks like we just win here. Yeah, that's not enough. Taunt is not enough, but he's going for it at least. I like that he's playing it out. Cool. Charge Devil Sword is a good card. I like it a lot. Gotta scroll down on chat a little bit, guys. I know I'm missing a lot. I'm really sorry. Regis Healman looks like the Cripperinos have found their way onto this stream, says Clarinet. They have. They've been here before. I like it. I'm fine with it. Regis, are you watching anime? If yes, which is your favorite one? No, as I mentioned a bit previously, I'm not really that actively into anime. The only thing even really close to anime that I've ever watched is like Dragon Ball Z back in the day when I was a kid. But I don't even know if that's considered traditional anime. Although I did watch My Neighbor Totoro last night, which, again, probably not considered anime as it stands, but certainly a Japanese animated cartoon, so close. Regis, do you have a favorite class? Probably Druid all time right now. Probably Mage, or maybe even Rogue right now, which is rare for me. Thanks for stopping by, the Imix. See you next time, man. Regis, what do you main in WoW? I am a Blood Elf Paladin and currently Protection, although I don't know how long that's going to be. But Prop Paladin for now. I tank for our guild. We killed Heroic Gul'dan a few weeks ago, so casual raiding guild, not mythic, just heroic. We are a really small server too, so it's actually kind of hard to even be a casual raiding guild.
Except the mice.
I keep thinking of Bernie Sanders every time Blaze Caller attacks. Does he sound like Bernie Sanders? I've never heard it. That's kind of funny if he does. I gotta listen for that next time. What is this deck's tier score? It looks like a pretty strong deck. 70.2 was the tier score, I believe. What do you think the best designed class in Hearthstone is? Ooh, that's a really interesting question, Roxy. Wow. Best designed class. Huh. I feel like Mage is maybe had the most interesting kind of interactions and cool stuff it can do, but I don't know. Ice Block is kind of an annoying design. I'm not sure. That's a really tough thing to answer, but I like that question a lot. That could be a cool video, maybe kind of thinking about that and spending some time analyzing that question and coming up with an answer that I really like, because I think that'd be an interesting thing for people to hear and see. I'm not going to trade for him, because it's kind of a waste of damage, presumably, if the Yeti's going to kill it anyway, right? And that just means I wasted a health total on my minion for no reason. It's going to do it anyway with the True Silver here, that's fine. I think Kodo is just dandy here. We can just trade and Kodo this one so that he doesn't get the value off. It saves a health, basically, on the Yeti. Unfortunately, he does get to True Silver the Yeti, but we still have a minion ahead, and at least he takes a tad bit of damage there. Oh, wow. It's a pretty good play. I think Berserker and actually just going ahead and Divine Strengthening it is fine. It plays around his Kodo, for instance. I think it's important, because it's a pretty big Kodo target. Regis, one of the top 3 decks right now, I think Aggressive Murloc Paladin, Mid-Range Paladin with some Murlocs, and what's the third one? Oh, Pirate Warrior still. Pirate Warrior. Hi, Regis, just want to say I love your Deck Experiment series, says Tal Schneider. Thanks, dude. Plagiat says, hello, can you share some tips on how you actually construct decks? Maybe some next level card evaluation. That's a cool suggestion in general. To answer it at a top level just currently, I mean, there's a few things you got to consider, right? Like, what is your deck trying to do? Does it have a specific win condition or a play style that it's trying to accomplish? How can you run cards that help it accomplish that goal? And then beyond that, what's the curve look like, right? Does it have any weak points? Does it fit the meta? Those are all the kinds of questions that you want to answer. I suppose Repentance actually here is the best, just in case he plays like a Bog Creeper, something of the sort. Like being able to trade the Hydrologist into his next play guaranteed is really important, because it might mean that our Gurabashi actually survives. So it's a big moment. Let's see what it is. He's nervous. There's a good chance he'll get a big minion there too and play it. That's, I don't know, it's good. We'll see. The coin. Oh, it's not Bog Creeper, but it's close. I'll take it, boys. That is incredible. I think we'll just go ahead and make that unbelievably awesome play. And we got lethal on board if he doesn't clear here. Got pretty good follow-up in hand too. Actually pretty annoying. Can I really make this a thing? Can I make this work? Is this gonna actually happen? I mean, Consecration is not that great as an answer, right? He kills this, but he also buffs this into a 9 attack minion, which kills this. So I'm gonna try to make this work. I don't want to just send everything in to die to that guy when I have answers. Or potential answers, at the very least. You know, and I'm saying Consecration because that's like the one weakness of this potential play. So he just consecrates away my snail, but... Oh, that's good, but it's real slow. It's so... And this is probably going to get an insane trade. Like... Yeah, that's just insane. So I'm not going to play the Yashiraj here. Some people might say just go all in, but I'm going to save some of my resources, right? I want to be able to reload just in case he drew like a quality Consecration or whatever. This is more than enough to win the game. Frankly, I didn't even need the Ancient Blossoms. Just taunts can be helpful, and I kind of had a card to throw away, right? It's not like I was going to be able to combo it with another card later, because I already have another one I can do that with, if somehow the board gets wiped. So, I don't think any secret there is relevant. Actually, it might be now. Should definitely test for
battle.
Noble sack.
The battle.
Can still kill it. It probably won't even be taunted. Yeah, it doesn't matter.
The victory is
Yeah, cool guys. We're at is that 5-1 or 6-1? I never know when this updates. Are we at 6-1 now? 6-1. We're rolling. We're on fire. It's a good run so far. Oh, looks like we got Regis Heelbin in chat. I'm feeling those rules are going to pop out very often in chat. Yeah, no joke. Why not stream on Twitch? Perhaps you should check out my Twitch stream.
I will command the light.
Let's see. Testing YouTube streaming or trouble with Twitch? No trouble with Twitch. Just streaming on YouTube. Let's see. Regis, I drafted my first deck via Hearth Arena, presumably, and it's a 66.1. Shoot me now. I'm not sure that's so terrible. I think that's okay. I'm not sure what exactly is the bottom and top of Hearth Arena scores, but I think that's fairly reasonable. Vlad the Dragon says, hello man, I'm a huge fan of yours. Just wanted to let you know your content is great. Keep it up. I appreciate that, Vlad, man. Thanks for stopping by to say that. That's really kind of you. I know it's a little thing, and you don't always have to just stop in and say nice things, but the people who really do take the time to do that, it goes a long way with me. So, thank you so much. I suppose I'm fine with sending that out to die. Alternatively, we could just go ahead and coin a hero power. Follow up with the Fireflies on 2. It's a little bit more of a value trade, right? Because I have a feeling he's going to actually hero power next turn, and then we can play the Fireflies into that hero power. The problem is these are a little bit worse against traditional true drops. Like if he plays a 3-2 or whatever, these kind of just die to that. But we have enough of a curve here with the 3, the 4, and we can figure out a 5 by then. I think as often as coin hero power feels like a really bad play, this might be the one instance it makes some sense.
reporting for duty.
This is our ping effect, right? This is we coin pinged. Basically. Coin hero power. Joseph Gomez says, hey Regis, just subscribed to your channel a couple days ago and you are great, and so is the beard. Thanks, dude. I appreciate the beard love. It means a lot. It's awesome. So this is kind of what I feared, right? I was hoping we'd see the hero power on 2, which we didn't see. The good news is this can't kill 2 minions at once, so we might get some extra value out of one of these guys kind of lingering around here. The Steward of Darkshire also doesn't die to the board. Like, for instance, if he plays like a 3-1 or something randomly bad, or if he hero powers here, these are going to give me more value than the other line would have done if I'd coined these out first. Or just played them without the coin. What do you think of discard Zoo at the moment, says Kieran Vandra? It feels pretty weak. I mean, it's okay. You can do some laddering with it, certainly, but it's not a top-tier deck at this point. Not sure what to call it, says Captain Price, but I made a Discover Paladin deck the other day. Not the most consistent deck ever, but super fun. Sometimes, man, that's all it's about. And see, here's exactly what we're talking about with this value trade we landed and why that line was important. He did actually play a 1-health minion on 3, so it ended up working out pretty well for us. Humbler of Mortal says, do you stream Arena mostly or Constructed? Because I don't like watching Arena personally. No offense. Well, certainly no offense taken. To answer your question, it's a little bit of both. Arena right now today, but also often I play Constructed too. So in both cases, you might get something you like. I don't see a reason to Fire Plume that. Spell damage is not going to matter. I don't necessarily want to give him the card draw before he has to make a decision. In other words, make him force the trade or do something with it before he sees what card it is. Might make a difference in how he plays. Plus, this is probably just going to get more value later. And we've got a good 4-drop to play, so why bother? Why mess with it? Have to go. Enjoyed while I was here. See you next time, Regis. Sure thing, Zone Master. Thanks for staying while you could. What's the little innkeeper button at the bottom of the screen? Oh, it's just the Hearth Arena kind of, you know, thing. I tried to hide it behind my face, but I guess I'm kind of wiggling around a little bit, so perhaps it's hidden behind my face now. Well, that's pretty terrifying. Now we might just have to trade Fire Plume. It's not the best play in history, but this needs to die. Got an okay 6 play here. Don't have a great 7 lined up just yet. We'll probably find something good, though. I don't feel great about this game yet, by the way. I just don't think we're ahead enough. I mean, clearly our hand, as long as we get to turn 8, 10, we've got some stuff we can do. I'm just real scared I'm going to see, like, Spike Ridge Steed here for a really efficient trade. And then I'm not going to be able to do a lot with it. There's also that. I don't think we're going to pop the shield with this yet. He's going to want to trade in anyway, and I don't know that it's going to matter, because he only has 5 damage, this is 8. That's fairly slow. Why is he... He did that almost as if it was like a combo play, like he wanted to do it first. It's actually a great draw here. I get some real value trades, essentially, and I thank God I kept this alive based on the way that play shaped out. Because now, I mean, unless he has exactly Consecration, we're going to get to do some cool stuff. Either way he trades, we can trade back and do something really, really interesting. OMG Dat Cow says, saving up for Carzon, so no need to bless the packs. Just wanted to say love the stream and the beard, of course. Cap Pride. Thanks, dude. See you, Mad Robot. Thanks for hanging out. Spatula Cat says, back to YouTube. Love your videos, Regis. First time watching live and chat isn't for me. No worries, dude. That's not a problem for me. Do what you like. As long as you're around, I'm happy to have you in any way, shape, or form. Merc Gamer, I don't really have any tips for Secret Mage with my Hunter deck because I haven't really played that matchup much myself, so I'm not sure how to answer that question. This is a real annoying little thing here. I might honestly just Silver Moon Portal this to kill the Stubborn Gastropod, but then I just don't have much else to do with my turn. If I play the Ancient Blossoms, it just dies to the Gastropod. If only I had a dragon in hand to activate this Bookworm. Dinosize is obviously a terrible play. Equality doesn't feel very good either. I guess I could Equality, just trade into this and play the Ancient Blossoms. It feels like a bit of a waste of an Equality because we really only take this down to 1 health. And that doesn't accomplish much, particularly when it has a Divine Shield. But I just don't see how I have any other options here. Because this has to die. It just sucks. It really sucks, but it has to happen. Guess I can go ahead and play this. No, the 8 health is actually substantially better. Well, not substantially better, but slightly better. I don't know, we're behind, guys. Like I said, I felt like we were going to fall behind in this game, and it's exactly what's happening. I need him to have just an absolute trash hand. Just awful. Or, you know, he could Dinosize immediately after we Equality. There's also that option. That's an alternative line. I don't know how I live here. I don't think we can live here. Maybe if this summons a taunt, but I don't even think that's enough. That won't help. We're just dead. Yeah, I felt bad about that game. Something just seems weird.
Well played. Handle it.
X marks the spot.
Dinosize is just too strong. It's pretty good there, that's for sure. Pretty good there. He's a scrub. He doesn't have 2 golden gastropods like you. I bet you're making fun of the fact that I accidentally crafted a golden gastropod, aren't you? That's not what I. That's not what I need to hear. I don't want people making fun of me. I'm on the precipice of a great arena run right now. We're right there with almost 7 wins, and you guys are making fun of me. How can I handle that? Regis, do you like the Grim Patron song that's on YouTube? Probably. I don't remember exactly which one that is, but I love like meme songs with Hearthstone voices and stuff, so I'm sure I do.
Uther versus Uther. I will fight with honor. I will command the light.
Now the innkeeper's peeking over your shoulder super creepily, says Clint K. Oh, I'm gonna leave it like that. That sounds funny. I think that's hilarious. Like, I kind of look like the innkeeper a little bit with my red beard, so it's like we're brothers, right? He's just keeping an eye out on his brother. Nothing wrong with that, man.
Reporting for duty.
Nothing wrong with that. Pretty good play here, honestly. That's a good counter to it, though, too. Ugh. Hydrologist looks nice, though. Don't have a 3-drop, which sucks, but we can at least hero power. Hero power secret here. Which one's best, though? Gonna be playing this on turn 3, which will be going into his turn 3. I mean, bringing a 1/1 back to life won't be relevant. I think I have to go for Repentance, and hopefully it sets up some sort of trade. I'm not gonna trade for him. I kind of look like innkeepers. I love when you guys quote me. Can you read my comment for no reason, says Bruto96. Yeah, I can read it for that reason, or I can read it for a specific reason because you asked. It's another good reason, too. Oh, let's see. Love the stream and the beard. Keep making the magic, says AshGamer4. Thanks, dude. Where on earth is Consecration when you need it? My goodness. Still, though, this is actually a great top deck here. Look at some good trades. He's played, like, the same cards as me. Look at this. I need a 4-drop, though. Or a 3-drop at the very least. Like, something to play here. That's annoying. He's literally playing the same cards as me over and over again. I'm not going to do any trading. Of course, we want to force the action into us, not vice versa when it comes to Tar Creepers. So, Regis Gilbin, is there any way I could like send you a deck somewhere or link it to you so you can check it when you have time and tell me what you think of it and some improvements? Sure, just tweet it at me, man. You're welcome to tweet me any decks anytime. Aw, man. Well, that was a whiff. Let's see, 6 is, well, this is actually just 1, so 4, 6 damage. This might just live. Could also just go for the Kodo, though, for the guaranteed value. The question is there going to be a better Kodo target later? And might we just want to get this out while it matters? We're playing it into his Kodo turn. We could also just go for the Doppelgangsters. I guess this would force a Consecration. He could clear... No, he couldn't clear all 3. He could only clear 2 of them. If we force the Consecration on 5, though, that's not really that bad at the end of the day. We could just continue to follow up with the Gurobashi Berserker. So I think I just like this better. Taking a Consecration to the face wouldn't be that big of a deal here. Even though it would clear my board, obviously, it'd take his entire turn. And he doesn't have that much to rest on right now. It buffed this guy. Coin Steed. Yeah, that's what we're worried about. Man. Might just have to equality that. I wish I could equality Kodo, but I can't yet. I need a 4-drop. I need a 4-drop. Spiked Hog Rider. Doesn't really help, but I can play it nonetheless. He obviously didn't show Consecration. Maybe we just played the Berserker? No, it's bad with equality, so no. Let's do this. I could go into this and actually kill it if I wanted to. But it'd pop out the 2/6 form already. This is a tough decision. I don't really know what the right line is here. I almost think since he didn't consecrate, we just do this and leave all 3 up. I don't know. This is so risky, but... It lets me do more stuff next turn. Oh, man. Really? Ugh. So yeah, now we just equality trade Kodo. It's completely fine, but... I'm just sad that he actually killed my minions. Like, we had that kind of queued up, ready to go, but I wish we had more with it, right? We could have, like, 2 extra minions alive or something. Be so much better, but... At the end of the day, still, a fairly decent answer. A lot of resources utilized, but hopefully he whiffs on these future turns some. That's a little good. Not the best, though. Maybe we can disrupt with this taunt while developing this Gurabashi into a pretty interesting threat. This kind of dictates what he can or can't play at this point, because like, hero power is so risky in buffing this and stuff. I think it's a pretty interesting play. Regis, how many wins do I have to get in Arena so the 150 gold was worth it? Probably just like 3 or 4 to make it like a break even. If you get to 7, you're guaranteed to get your entire investment back. So that can be a pretty interesting thing to do. Can I do this in an interesting way where I kill everything and also buff this guy? So Consecration, trade into the Frostwolf Warlord, trade this. That's, yeah, I can clear the board and buff. We're going to have 2 health, but it'll get buffed. Everything else will be dead. So unfortunately I can't develop anything but hero power if I do that, but I'd have a 5/2 and a hero power. I do just need to kill this board, though, I think, too. It's just a lot of scary stuff. And these just aren't that good at the end of the day, so I guess we'll do this. It's not my favorite play ever, because he's still got 4 cards in hand. Like, those need to be really bad 1-drops. I just don't have a lot of gas right now in my tank. I clearly got some big dudes, but they don't do enough active stuff. We can stall out that with the Ancient of Blossoms hero power. That's fine. I'd like to see a 4-drop here. Chillwind Yeti or something. Giant Wasp is so annoying. Huh. Especially after playing Consecration. Super annoying. I gotta make this trade. It's just gonna die too easily otherwise. I know we die, but or this dies, but I theoretically hold the board a little bit with these 1/1s. I need an elemental to get this activated. I need Yashiraj. I need like a play.
Let's make magic.
That's an interesting line. I'm assuming these are gonna live and we'll just be able to trade into that, but I don't know. If so, it's not that exciting of a play.
This only works on the sea.
Oh, that's so much stuff. Oh my god. It is officially out of cards now, though. So, like, imagine how good a Primordial Drake would be here soon, because these trades are going to be awkward for him. Like, we're out of cards too, so it's not that different, I guess, but... Would you craft Aggro Druid? Yeah, if you want to play it, it's really, really good. It's a low tier 1 or high tier 2 deck, I'd say, so I think it's worth crafting if that's what you want to do. Spacey says, can you bless my 7 packs? Definitely, man. Your packs have hereby been blessed. Good luck out there. Get some cool stuff opened up.
Behold the might of Stormwind!
Why hasn't Blizzard changed Nosdormu? Asks Waving a Fat. The guy's literally only played when he is involved in an animation combo that literally breaks the game. It is sad that one of the dragon aspects of Warcraft lore is stuck to die. Like that. It's real sad. Well, that math lined up pretty well, I'm not gonna lie.
To battle! To battle!
And I think we'll play both of these. This kind of gives him the value trade, though, with Stormwind Champion is the problem. Like, he can send the Stormwind into the 3/3, and I may not get the same chance at a value trade backwards. So that's a bit risky. I almost think I'd rather play the hero power here. Now, clearly that does give him a value trade with a 2/1, but as soon as this dies, that goes down to a 1/1 again, and I just don't think it's that intimidating, particularly when I can maybe combo this out next to her with another hero power for essentially a free Argent Squire. This is just going to all come down to top decks, and we have so many good ones and so few bad ones. Like, we're going to get Divine Strength or something that's just awful. Oh, God! That's brutal! That is brutally good. Just insanely, brutally strong. Wow. I can't believe that happened. That's so good for him. And I'm not top decking anything that matters. I need Dinosize, I need Charged Devilsaur. Even Primordial Drake would probably help me at this point, particularly if he takes this trade. He might go ahead and take the other trade, though, just to keep that alive. Oh, his top decks are blowing mine out of the water right now.
You pay.
Oh! God, no! 2 straight Divine Shield trades on that champion. The game is over. I can't win. I absolutely cannot win.
Reporting for duty. Well played.
That is so awful. Man. That guy's late game was absurd. To top deck that many straight Divine Shields for those value traits is just unbelievably good. Man. Let's see. That sucks, guys. I'm sorry we couldn't bring it home. I really wanted 7 wins. That's all I wanted, 7 wins, but we couldn't do it. Fell apart. Got to 6-1 and then 2 straight losses. This happens to be actually fairly often. Seems like 7 is the threshold you want, but is unfortunately, for some reason or another, really hard to actually achieve, which, you know, that's not fun, but that's life sometimes. You can't always get exactly what you want. So we get 80 gold instead of 150, which is pretty brutal. But still, at the end of the day, not bad reward. So let's go ahead and open this pack here and see what we get. Maybe a legendary will reward us for our sorrows, but I doubt it. I don't feel lucky about it today. Yeah, but a 2 blue pack, pretty good. Spike Ridge Steed, rubbing it in. Giant Wasp, important that last game too, rubbing it in. Just reminding us where we stand in the world. And there you have it. That was my Paladin run. It got off to a great start and then petered out just a little bit, which made me sad, but still, at the end of the day, pretty successful. I thought we'd do a little better, but still, I'm happy with our results. So all of that said, if you guys have any thoughts, comments, questions on this run, my draft choices, etc., please leave them in the comments below, where I'm sure my community will be happy to chime in. But until then, thank you so much for watching, and until next time, game on.